college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The LSU Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Best. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got him this time. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Going for it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. He'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Going to swing it on second down. A little screen to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off play action. Unloads to the right. Got his man all by himself. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Defense storming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Barrels ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, FAU Bengals.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Vincent. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The FAU Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Handoff to the lone back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Quick release on the RPO. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right down the middle. Touchdown, LSU! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Caught. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And is slips just inside that right upright. There is a flag on the play. Now, this is on the defense. It might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. How about that FAU Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Vincent. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Touchdown, Owls! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking to throw its best. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to return it. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb. They've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Got a man, it's Vincent. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Back to throw, it's Best. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Keeps looking downfield. He's got his man. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's going to run it. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Dropping back, it's Best. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. LSU right back to the line. looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Tiger! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Vincent. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Pucks it out of the air. Jumped on top of the pile.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Looking to pass. It's Best. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Really good running and gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back, get the yardage.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Bring in the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He'll field the punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw its best. Working that left side now. There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Vincent. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this. That QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move to pick up yardage. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Gashing the D on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Looking for a big gain. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Scanning the field, it's best. Using the quick game. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, this dude's flown by 200, flown by 300, and now thrown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Presley. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Presley. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch. It's Sims. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Best. Tight end finds a soft spot. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.